Hello, everyone. Chris here. It's been a while. um, I would like to address things as the title states. There's a lot of updates and news that I would like to talk about in this video. So I'll be separating it in different sections, and I hope you stick around till the end. Before I do start, I want to announce that my previous Discord server, which had been put on ice for quite some time, has been reactivated and it got remod well remade in a way. Everything was redecorated. We added more channels. We added more things, more roles. So if you want to join and take a look, you can head down to the description and you'll find the link there. The server is cafe themed because it was suggested by a friend. And yeah, you can get a bunch of updates on my content there if you would like, or if you just genuinely want to hang out with other people. It's now more gaming focused and focused on creative things. So, artists or gacha creators, come on and join. We welcome everyone. With that said, I'd like to continue to our first topic. So, if you remember or have been around here for quite some time, or have received the updates from my Discord server, I had constantly been announcing this project known as The Takeover, which was to be a long gacha project with high quality and some slight voice acting from myself. And yeah, I dropped a lot of teasers, I dropped a lot of things. Unfortunately, I have to announce that the project will not be continued. As I mentioned, I think in a video a while back, I have lost motivation for it. I kept trying, but constantly thinking of doing this over 10-minute long video kept holding me back. I couldn't bring myself to keep going, and then I kept having issues with Gacha Life 2, with OCs being deleted, characters vanishing, poses that I had already set up just resetting themselves. I couldn't. So the project is in theory canceled. I'm not going to make that video, and it does hurt because I was planning on introducing quite a few new characters, including that red-haired lady that was always in the teasers, who a lot of people already got a liking to and started liking. So, what will happen with the characters? They won't vanish. I can assure you that these characters will return in some way. They will return in some other project, most likely, or in some other way, but they won't be gone and they will eventually be fully introduced in a whole different manner. Yeah, that I'm really sorry for everyone who was waiting for it and who was hoping. So I will say what the plan was. The plan was that this red-haired character, whose name was PB, would have taken over the systems of this dimension where all my characters live in, and they would have gone on a sort of adventurous loop of different worlds, games, dimensions they have to survive while trying to get back to this lady and like stop her. And during that they would enter dimensions where they would meet other characters that would then become part of the main group that I have usually used in all my videos. There is a slight chance that I'm considering writing this whole idea as a sort of mini story, which would most likely end up being published in my server. but it is only a slight idea. I cannot assure of it. The only thing I can assure is that the characters that were going to be introduced, you might find them elsewhere, or you might find them in my different projects that I might make. I can assure you the red haired lady will return because I have loved that OC and I love seeing how many friends and other people who don't know so much already fell for this woman, like already love her design, and it like I don't want to ruin that for them. So I don't like if you want to join my server and ask me questions, or even in the comments below, ask me questions about this lady. I will gladly answer. I will gladly give you lore about her because there's so much untold that I would love to tell, and I will figure out a way to do so. But to make it clear once more, the gacha version, the storyline that I was planning, it's not going to be made anymore. It's not going to be published. Too many issues got in the way. I've lost motivation. I can't do it anymore. So, the next thing I want to talk about is regarding gacha content in general. I am not quitting directly. So I have given up, as mentioned before, the previous project, and as mentioned before, I've lacked a strong motivation to do such long term and such like over 10-minute videos. Boy, I can't let go. So I'm not exactly quitting. I do plan to no longer make over like to make these long videos. I don't plan to do that anymore. I have made my final choice on that. However, it may happen that I still make these small, like TikTok like videos with small lore in it or just these trends. That is bound to happen for sure because I can work easier with that and it doesn't stress me so much. And another reason is I'm not exactly quitting because, as many know, I'm not an artist. I can't really always draw what I wish to show. And gacha is for me a way to be able to share my OCs, share my imagination. And I rather use gacha and be called out for it than go on and use some AI shit to generate stuff. Because honestly, fridge people who call me out for using gacha, at least I'm using something that isn't AI slop. Or I will go out of my way if I have the money to commission people instead. So I'm not quitting gacha directly. I will keep using it to make my OCs, maybe make some funny, silly screenshots from time to time, and to provide more OC info or random, small, silly videos, which I will continue to upload mostly on my TikTok. I may also use gacha for other things that I might need. Maybe I even start making comics with it. Who knows? But that it is clear I will remain in the fandom. I just won't be making extremely long videos anymore, or barely any videos themselves. So you might be wondering what's going to happen then if I'm not going to do gacha anymore, which was my main source of content. I have finally decided to actually pursue the dream and goals that I originally had for my channels, for my social media, and everything. And that is that I want to get back into gaming content. I want to provide, again, this gaming content for people. I want to stream, I want to play games, I want to have interaction with viewers and things like that. So I also plan other projects. I want to get a lot back into writing, into voice acting, and a bunch of other hobbies that I have kept aside and used from time to time on my previous gotcha projects, but never actually did something only about that. I want to be able to actually express myself through these hobbies that I have that I haven't been able to fully show to the extent that I want them to be shown. So I do plan different like gaming content and voice acting stuff, writing and cosplaying as well is one of the things I do plan to do. So that is mostly what's going to happen. Like I said before, gacha will still be a thing within my content. However, it will no longer be the main thing that I will put out there. Like I said, I want to get back into gaming a lot and gaming content. So I have been doing a lot of things recently. I have set up a different um things again that I need. I opened a Twitch account which you can find the link to also in the description or in my Discord server where I will be starting to stream. I want to get into streaming first because um it's easiest for me to do something live without having to edit anything yet, as I don't exactly know yet how my schedule will be. So I still have to figure that out and plan things out. And the plan is that I will start streaming on Twitch first instead of YouTube and see how it goes there. I will announce this always either in my Discord server or in one of my socials, however, not on YouTube. So if or on Twitch itself, you can most likely see when I will be streaming. And that is the starting plan for that for the gaming content. I really want to get a lot back into it. And in some occasions, I might post edited videos here on YouTube regarding VR chat because me and my friends love to hang out there, and sometimes they really enjoy that we film just the silly things we do and then edit it with some more silly stuff to make it something amazing and better. But expect mostly a bunch of streams at first. From then on, I want to just work on building different gaming things and content. And if I figure out my schedule, I will definitely be gaming other games or actually doing like full on videos that aren't streams so that even those who can't come to my streams can can still see me play. So yeah, those are the gaming plans. Aside gaming, there's other projects I have been working on which I would like to mention. Starting off with my book, which I've mentioned before. For those who remember Squad 7, I've been continuously working on the book with its rough first pages available in the server for it, which you can find in the link in the description below. I've been working on a lot of that. I've been working on the characters and everything, making sure that people can find a connection to them. Um, I've been doing a lot of cosplay as well. I don't have exactly big plans, but I can say I will be doing a lot of cosplay content when I can, and I'm always open for suggestions. Then my travel blog, Uzi Travels, will continue. I have a lot of plans for it. I keep trying to take every opportunity to find stuff. You can find the server for it and where you can see it in the description below. I swear I'm not gonna stop traveling. Every chance I get, I will do it and I will provide content. And then finally, a project that has not been activated yet or has not been announced yet, which I would like to slightly give a teaser of. Me and my friends gathered together and did a lot of talking, did a lot of brainstorming, and we have decided to work on something. And this something is a project that we've been working on for quite a while, since last year, and we continue to work on it. We're working hard. And within this project, there will be a lot of characters that many of you already know. Chris will be back. The red-haired lady will appear that I mentioned before, PB. She will be there. Ghastly, Lightning, all those characters, or most of the characters that you have seen in my videos before will be in this project. The project itself, the plan for it is a game. It's a interactive sort of like novel game where the choices you make affect the outcomes that you get throughout the game and the way the characters react to you when you talk to them. I'm not gonna say more because the game is still in very early stages of development and we are a very small team working on it. We have not decided yet to fully show anything publicly, therefore I cannot show anything yet here, nor any of the designs or storyline. However, if you ever want to receive updates to that, I can assure you it will appear either in one of my socials or it will appear on my server. And if you do have questions to it, do ask. I will see what I can answer. This project is probably the one I will be working on the most, aside gaming, because it's something that everyone seems excited about, that our developer team seems excited about, and they have been doing an amazing job building it. And we want to make it a game where we can show the different, like, we can show how talented these artists are that are working with us and how different art styles can sometimes work together. I'd like to thank anyone who stayed until the end of the video and listened to me rambling about all this stuff. Thank you so much. And I want to thank every single person who has ever supported me throughout these years. You guys are amazing. I could have never expected to get this far. And I hope I can still see you around even with these massive changes. And even if I'm not exactly doing what most people were here for anymore. I really hope I see most of you around. You guys have given me a lot of support, and honestly, I think I wouldn't be here if it weren't for the amount of support I've gotten. With that, I'd like to conclude the video, and don't hesitate to reach out to me. Don't hesitate to ask me questions in the comments. I will always take a look, even if it's a little late. I will always take a look and I will answer what I can answer. Well then, with that said, I would like to say goodbye and I'll see you guys around in the next video, or maybe in my Discord server, or who knows, in my comment. I don't know really. But I will see you around, guys, and I will bring more updates if needed. Until then, I hope for you all's support and I hope you guys stay safe.